Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Maniacal S10 Shopping Garage. Okay, this is somewhat long overdue. This is 90 parts going on the car, coming off the car, my '08 Pontiac G6 GT. And it took me a bit to figure this out. The rack unit, or rack and pinion unit I bought and put on the car, is off the internet. Now, there's a major difference between the internet, the OEM piece, and store-bought. I'm going to turn this around and show you what I'm talking about. This is the store-bought one. That's a carter pin and cup seals, as I've been told they're called. I bought a rebuild kit to rebuild the one I took out of my Pontiac G6, and I found out I can't do it. Nope. I'm going to show you why. Even though I've cut the outer tie rod end off, I'm able to use that on a project later on, so I cut both of them off. But look here. Let me see if I can get this set up for you. See this little indentation? And there's one down here too. Okay. Now, sorry about that. That's actually got it crimped to the pinion part of this. Yeah. And down here is the same way, even though it's been turned in. But I can't get this apart. It's dimpled together. So a kit is useless because I can't get it apart. Oh, I could, but I won't be able to use it because I'm going to destroy it doing it. So, that's what I've done. I've just cut these off. Well, tell you what. I stand corrected on myself. For a bigger wrench, they screw off right here. Sorry about that. I misled you. I didn't see that till just now. Okay, you can't take these off by the looks of it, or you can't, but I haven't tried. But since it's dimpled together in numerous places, I can't. And I figured, thought that the internet unit for where the lines for the power steering pump bolt back on, look at that. There's actually a sleeve, by the looks of it, down in there, and that takes an O-ring which came off of my lines. Well, now come to find out, now I'll take a look at this. If I get the light to it. There we go. Look at the size of that hole. Now, here's what come out of that hole. A plug and an O-ring. But my lines don't fit that. No, they don't. So I had to juggle around, figure out what I've got to do, what I got to change out. So I come to find out what they call a cup seal. Yep. I'm just trying this for the first time. Oh, look at that. No one tells you about this change. Some with O-rings, some O-ring and cup seal, some with cup seal, no O-ring. Go figure. And this is a reman. You're just backwards, upside down. It's remanufactured. One more time here. But see, that's got that ridge right there has got to go down in there far enough so that plate that holds these lines on goes flush with this. Yeah. And as you can see, there's a lip there. And it is really, really super, super tight to work with this in the car. 10 mil, 12 point, and it is a very tedious job. Yeah. Now, I'm going to say these come off. Like I said, I haven't tried it, but I'm not going to fool with it now. I can't rebuild it, like I said, to reiterate. It is dimpled in numerous places. And it had to cost a fortune at a dealership. Everything, that's the last place you want to go. Hold on, just give me a sec. Okay, here's one of the power steering lines. And you got what I would call an installation tool. You got a cup seal, but yet the OEM unit is O-ring. And in case you do need a part, there's the number. There's your info. For the rack and pinion. And for the high pressure line, here's some info on that. And turn over, you can read it. Get out in the light. And a bracket. And let's see. Which way would that go? Whoop, hold on a second. Okay. AC got it. Yeah, that's my AC. And there it shows you how this is done. It comes with all this. Okay. Oh, hold on. Now then, there's the bracket I was telling you about. And the cup seal actually does fit on this. Snug fit, but it fits. And it does work. And the slot is for the other line. That's just heat tape. Keep the exhaust from getting to it. And that's the end that bolts to the goes into the pump. So, okay. This is the main reasons why I do these videos. Is because parts people can only do so much. And I appreciate all the help they do give me and educating me on the newer stuff. Thumbs up, I appreciate. But dealership, car lot, garages, they don't do what they used to do back in the day, back in my time, back in the 60s and the 70s, early 80s, mid 80s. They'll tell you what's extra on the vehicle that you would need to know or to bring it to them, and so you can help diagnose the problem, or they know what you're talking about, and then they go ahead and do what they need to do. But they don't tell us. On my s10 Aveo, there's a auxiliary oil cooler or external oil cooler. Didn't have no clue that it was on my car, on the motor. It goes to the block. It cost me my motor. But that's a video, many videos back on this, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just click on my channel, I'm not at Maniacal S10, scroll through it and you will see it. And please watch. It's scary. I've seen some scary videos of the 1.6s, I think there's the 1.8s in the other cars, and 1.6 like in my Aveo. Now if you don't know it exists and you get antifreeze in your oil and don't know how that happened, and it's too late and it's happened, there goes your motor. And if it's out of warranty, there goes the motor. I don't know what the dealership would do for you on that. You need to check with them on that. But no one tells you this. I find out the hard way and I learn. I keep a lot of it memorized. I have some of it wrote down, but most of it's memorized. I've been in and out of this 45 years. And the rack and pinion on my 08. See what else is there. You can't check the transmission fluid level on my Pontiac because it has what they call a sealed unit transmission. There's no plug that you can just check it and be done with it like that the easy way. There is a plug, but you have to have the motor OT, or operating temperature, up high enough to where you get under it, one way or another. Be safe. That's a priority. And pull that plug out from the above to the side of the passenger side axle and the exhaust, because you don't get burnt. And once it's OT and you pull that plug, if it dribbles out, you're good to go. You can also check the color of the fluid. If it smells like coffee, you smell like a varnish smell to it, well, you got problems and your clutches are burning. Not good. So I devised a way that I can at least check the color of my fluid. I put in a 1/4-inch gas valve of a lawnmower in my transmission line. Fire it up, open the valve, pull the plug out that I devised, research and development, and I can at least check the color of the fluid. The gas filter thing, the inline fuel filter, all that I scrapped. I just have it to where I can check the color of the fluid. I am still pondering on whether I'm going to set it up to where I can check the level, but I'm leery of that yet because being aluminum housing, and if I use I think a 3/8, if I can find a thread for it, nipple to put in the trans with a valve, if that vibrates too much and snaps that off, I'm in a whole heap of deep trouble. So I'm still looking into it. I'll let you know. But see, that's the reason, like I said, I do these videos is to bring you all up to date on, you don't know what's under your car, like for my two cars, the 010 Aveo or 08 Pontiac, to where you know what to look for, look into, before you get into a bee's nest or a can of worms. And it's hair pulling at times, because when I had my 06 Pontiac down for 14 weeks, from the rack and pinion to that transmission leak, and I did a video on both of these, what I found out that I had to do and go through and make my own tool to save that money, and it worked. I did the video on it, and now you know, if you're DIY like I am, do it yourself, or you have the means to do it, and you do need to do it, what you're looking into doing and what to expect. I try to cover all my bases, not forget anything, but I know I've forgotten a few things. But I try to steer you all in the right direction and myself, and if I mislead you, I apologize. I've been misled, because today, the first video I did today, I went through 3 CV axles before I found the one that would work on my G6. Yeah, it was on the screen, will not fit, or will not work. That's the one that did work. Go figure. It's already on the car, and I do a few little check spots, points on my car, and I'll get her back down to 04, or the front wheels, and test it out. But I see how long she'll go. So Thanks for your patience. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And I hope this helps you out. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please do so. I appreciate all my followers, all my subscribers. Any comments, suggestions, anything I can do, I'll be more than happy to help you out information-wise that I can. Try to make it easier for you all, and I learn in the process of helping you. Some of this I do already know, some I don't. We never grow too old to learn. Now here's the philosophy I live by. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Give me the strength, the courage to change the things that I can, the courage to accept the things that I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. I live by that philosophy. It's hard at times to do it because you want to do it so bad, but you got to realize and know the difference, be educated at it. I can do that, I can't, or I better not. For a good example, on my Pontiac, I wanted that inline filter. The filters I developed wasn't working really good. But it dawned on me, with the filter inside where the pan's at, it's got to go through that filter before it comes out of the trans into the auxiliary cooler, then through that filter that I put in and took out, back to the trans. So I had defeated the purpose by doing that. You live and learn. Research and development. I cannot redesign that system. So I got to let it go, and at least now I can check on the color of the fluid. That's a plus and a peace of mind and an ease of my heart, knowing at least I can do that. So if I come up with a way to check the level, then what I told you, the way you have to do it with a sealed unit, at least for my car, and a few other Pontiacs around that year, I think 7, 8 my year, 9, and maybe 10. But check on yours to make sure. I don't know all of it. I'm still learning, still the science of it, and that's what I like of it. So on that note, thank you all so much for your patience. Thanks to my subscribers. And thanks for all the views that I get. I got one that's doing, for me, really good. 8,400 views on the intake manifold for my s10 Aveo. 8,400 views. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate it. And that's all for now. I can deal with this stuff when I need to and get ready to call it quits for the night and turn my AC off. So keep the wrenches turning, easy on the knuckles, and keep in touch. Let me know your summer projects, cars, trucks, motors, so forth, so on. And I've got enough on my hands with the house and my 2 cars. I've still got dealing with some of the parts on my S10. So that note, peace out everyone. Stay cool, stay safe. Thanks everyone. Bye.